Hello guys, join me as I show you on how I made my local fried rice with my grilled fish, guys. So you can see my ingredients: my liver, my fish, my meat vegetable, my green pepper, my red pepper, and lastly my salt. So you can also see that my hot dog is already inside the air fryer ready to be done. I already put the spices already on top of the fish, and that is my onions, guys. So I decided to use the meat processor to grind my onions and my pepper together for easier and convenient use. You can see that the meat processor is a very good faster means of grinding all your vegetables that you need for your food. So I urge you guys to go and get yours. I urge you guys to go and get yours. So you can check from my link bio, Chamichizi O, to get yours before it finish or before the price increases, guys. So you can see the after effect of the grinding, guys. This is so nice, so don't miss the opportunity. So I decided to mix my spices in the fish. I massage the spices properly to make sure the ingredients goes in and subside in the fish to give it a good taste after the result of it. So you can see how good it's being massaged, guys. I have to cover it for a while and make sure the ingredients are actually absorbed in the fish, guys. So I left it for like 20 minutes. So this is my hot dog ready to be used. You can see the oil from the hot dog is already separate from the hot dog. That is really good. So this is my liver, guys. I am boiling my liver ready to be used, guys. So this is my green pepper, my onions. I've removed it from the meat processor. So this is my fish ready to be put on the air fryer. So I normally urge you guys to get a good basmati rice for your fried rice. So this is my favorite rice from Tropical. So I started with my own sauce, my fried rice sauce. So I said to put the groundnut oil, I put the onions and pepper together, made it to fry. I normally put my curry inside the groundnut oil to give it this aftertaste, this after smell that comes out from the food. You understand? It's much advisable, guys, that you fry your curry also. So after frying the curry, I put my green pepper. I fried my green pepper. I make sure my food is being fried in a low heat. It's much better to prevent it from burning and make the food to done properly, guys. So I fried my green pepper very well. Then I put my fried rice seasoning. It's a choice if you want to use the fried rice seasoning or not. If you don't want to use it, you can use the normal seasoning. So I just decided to use my fried rice seasoning, guys. So you can see I turned it, I mixed it properly, then I left it for a while for it to done. So this is my favorite seasoning I love using for my food. So this is my mixed vegetable, guys. UK have made it more easier for you to get a mixed vegetable for a quicker look. It's not like the ones we use in Nigeria, whereby you have to cut the carrots or cut the green peas or sieve the green peas and the whole rest of the stuff we normally do, guys. So I have to turn everything to make sure it's done properly. I turned it slowly to make sure it's done properly, so you can see the after look of everything, guys. So I turned it more properly. As you can see, the fire is still on low heat to prevent it from burning. Then I put my ingredient, guys. I already put the first one, so I said to put the second one. It's much advisable to get a very good ingredient, something like Kitchen Glory, Benny Spice, that one of the top ingredients that is good for your food, guys. So I have to turn it properly for it to done. Then I left it for a while. So after, I put my Maggi seasoning, guys. I love the grounded Maggi seasoning. It's very nice for you. The aftertaste is very nice, guys. So I put my Maggi seasoning. I used some teaspoons on it because when I was cooking the rice, I didn't put salt on it. So I make sure the spices is much convenient, is much okay to go with the rice for a very easy and sweet taste. You understand? It's a choice if you want to put salt in your white rice if you're cooking, but I decided to make sure the spices is much okay for the sauce to make sure it blends with the white rice. So I left it for a while for it to done. Then I put my liver after chopping my liver, guys. So I put my liver after chopping it. So I actually, after putting the liver, I turned it I turned it. After turning the liver with the sauce, then I left it a while for it to done more properly. Then I keep turning again. I love using turning stick to turn. It helps to keep the food intact. So I put my favorite part of ingredient, which is the crayfish. I don't joke with my crayfish, guys. I make sure I always have enough crayfish in my food, because who doesn't cook with crayfish? Like, who doesn't cook with crayfish? Crayfish is like the major element of every food you want to cook. So I put enough crayfish, guys, for my food to give it a very lovely taste. Then I turned it properly, and I left it to done. You can see how it's looking. So I left it a while. Then I put my grounded pepper, because the pepper I used was not really hot and it was little, so I said add a little of grounded pepper to spicing it up a bit, because I love my food spicy. So after putting my pepper, I said to turn it again. I make sure I turn properly and mix it and leave it a while for it to done. Each ingredient needs to absorb inside the food and done properly. So all that can be done through a very low heat of gas. So you need to make sure your gas or your stove, anything you're using, is on very low heat. So I put my hot dog, guys. The hot dog does not need to be done more properly. Just turn it and leave it for like 1 minute, then everything is settled. The hot dog should be the last thing on what you're gonna do on your fried rice sauce, guys. So we have the rice. So you remember I didn't use my chicken. I didn't use chicken for the fried rice. If not, I would have used the chicken water. So what I did was that I boil the rice a bit, then put some curry to give it this fried rice look. Then after putting the curry, I have to save the rice, then bring out the original rice to give it that look of fried rice I needed. So after this is the rice, then I pour the rice in the sauce, then turn it thoroughly to make sure there is no sauce under the rice. So I make sure everything is blended well and everything is well absorbed. So you can see how I turned it really nice. You can see how the fried rice is looking yummy and very ready to eat, guys. So always make sure you turn your fried rice properly, because people always have this issue when they turn their fried rice. Some rice like does some there'll be like some rice separate from the sauce, there'll be like the sauce separate from the rice, something like that. So make sure it's turned properly. So you can see the fish, after effect of the fish, looking so yummy and grilled. I'm ready to eat, guys. You can see it. This is perfect. This is the perfect look I have always wanted it to be. So this is my food, guys. Ready to eat, ready to devour, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate, guys.